Hey guys, welcome to TeamTREC.com. This is my friend Brandon Jelson, and I'm Martin Bush. We're some of the founding members of TeamTREC. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about TeamTREC? What is TREC?
TeamTREC, it started out as the Tennessee Rover enthusiast community, and unfortunately TREC.com wasn't available when we were building a website.
Has TREC.com?
It doesn't matter, but TeamTREC.com just so happened to be, and it fit rather nicely on the side of the vehicle, so we were like, hey, let's go with TeamTREC.com. And plus it sounds more adventure and epic and just safari madness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what we are. We're pretty mad.
Well, most of the time, yeah. So it's the Tennessee Rover enthusiast community.
So that's what TREC stands for.
That is what it stands for.
Now, we get a lot of questions from time to time from people that visit our website. They send us emails. One of the questions they ask is, do I have to have a Land Rover to be part of TeamTREC?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. You do not have to have a Land Rover. We've got a friend of ours who has a Hummer, an H1. Another friend who's got a Unimog. A couple friends with other four-letter makes of vehicles that are... Anyways,
You know,
yeah.
Land Rover starts with a four-letter word.
But Land and Rover, that's all the name. We're talking the one that starts with J and ends with Eep. Anyways, long story short, you don't have to have a Land Rover to be in our club or to attend a meeting or to be on the website. None of it. It's for the enthusiasts of the Land Rover. So it's the Tennessee Rover enthusiast community. If you love them, show up.
For instance, my wife does not have a Land Rover, but she comes to the meetings, goes on trail rides. Love her to death. And now if you do have a Land Rover,
yes,
and you want to go on one of those trail rides with us,
yes,
does it have to be modified?
No. Let's just go ahead and say yes and no. We go on many different rides, ranging from beginner to advanced. Anything that a beginner that can ride would be a stock vehicle, D1, D2 series, H3s we pull out all the time. I mean, it doesn't matter. But no, you don't have to have a stock vehicle. You don't have to have a modified vehicle. Yeah, it's.
I know we just got back from an expedition last weekend, and there was a stock P38 by a brand new Rover driver. She's only 17 years old. Her name's Casey. She did a fantastic job with a little bit of coaching, a little bit of help, a little bit of patience. She made it through everything that we got through. We only had to pull her off of one rock that she got hung up on a little bit. Maybe it could have been bad coaching. Who knows? But she did a great job.
We're going to call that...
experience.
Yes, experience.
It's definitely experience. One of the other questions that we get asked a lot, are there any fees associated with TeamTREC to be part of the club? Is there any dues or anything like that?
The only fee that I've paid so far is coffee whenever we attend the meetings. You got to buy a cup of coffee.
You got to buy a cup of coffee. By the way, that nice segue to where we have our meetings. We have meetings every first Saturday of every month. We meet at Perk Up Coffee Espresso on Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, Tennessee. Have a great time. We meet at 10 o'clock. We always try to buy some coffee from there. Of course, I love coffee. I know Brandon loves coffee. A lot of the other club members love coffee as well. So it just seems to be a perfect fit. You got rovers, you got coffee, you got friends and family. It's just a great time.
Pretty much, yeah. But back to the main aspect. No, there's no fees. It's a free. It's a community. We have a group of people that get together for the same cause. You don't have to pay a fee for that. You might your stomach might ache because you laugh too hard. Your sides split open. That sort of thing. Doctor's bills for that.
We've only had to clean up one bowel ejection so far. It was good.
January meeting.
It was January.
Let's not talk about that.
No,
but back to it all. No fees.
No fees at all.
Free and clear. Right.
Now we do have occasionally we have rover rallies that we do, annual rover rallies. We got one coming up in the fall, 2011. The fall safari, plug for that. There will probably be some fees with that, some registration fees for to help out with campgrounds, some prizes and things like that, T-shirts. But as far as the club meetings every month, just show up, have a great time. That's all we ask. How can somebody keep up with TeamTREC? I know we've already plugged the TeamTREC.com website before, but are there any other avenues that we've got?
Pretty much anything digital. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, YouTube, RSS feeds, you name it. as far as social media is concerned, we've got it. We've got a bunch of different people on our forum, and then they're linked to other forums, and we're starting to build a real digital presence. But we've got, TeamTREC.com, a forum, Facebook. On the Facebook page, we are Tennessee Rover Enthusiast Community. When we first started, that's what we stayed at, and all the members from that have just stuck with it through time. If you become our friend, then you can just click through the groups that we're part of. But yeah, pretty much anything digital we've got.
Yeah, we got one of the best webmasters, digital creators. He does videos for us. He does photos. He set all this up, John Carter. I'm just a shameless plug for John. Thanks, John, for all your help, for all you've done. You've set up our website. We absolutely love everything. We just know that this is just the beginning of everything, and we're just looking forward to years and years of growth and new and exciting things.
If he was here, he'd probably be shaking his head and smirking.
He probably would be.
Yeah.
But
what else you got?
As far as the questions, that's it.
Okay.
I do want to invite everybody to come on out to one of the meetings just to check it out. Like I said, you don't have to have a Land Rover to come out. You just have to have a good sense of humor and love to have a great time. If you're grumpy, please don't come. Or if you do, if you're grumpy, you can come on out.
We'll fix that.
We'll fix that. We'll make you not so grumpy anymore. But Brandon, what do you think? You think people would love TeamTREC? Do you think they'd enjoy going out on trail ride with us?
I don't see why not. You might get a little dirty. As you can tell, the Rovers here have a little bit of mud on them. That's from a couple weeks ago. But if you like to get some mud on your shoes, or just watch people in situations that they're not used to, then
render them helpless, if you will.
Yeah. What we do, we drive out, we leave people, and then we drive back as fast as we can.
That's exactly what we do. In fact, we try to break the vehicles as much as possible. If possible, we tell them to go and roll down an embankment sideways.
Yes.
And we have contests at every meeting. Whoever can roll their vehicle the most wins the idiot award.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And how many of those do you have?
Like I said, we're not going to talk about January meeting. So, with that said, come on out every first Saturday of every month, or first Saturday of every month. TeamTREC.com. That's where we meet. Perk Up Espresso, Cookeville, Tennessee, 38506. 38501.
38501.
And drink coffee, talk about Rovers.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, thanks for checking in with us. Hope to see you guys at the meeting. Check us out on the website. Become a part of the forum. We'll send you out some emails, let you know what's going on.
Adios.
Have a good one. Cheers, Judge.
Judy, give me some coffee. Got any coffee, Judy?
That dang old shit hospital, that dang old, come on, cat and hippo, cat.
Dead cat in the microphone.
Dead cat in the microphone, kid. I've got to get my questions.
Your questions.
I've got to get my questions.
Have you any questions?
I haven't got any questions.
Have you written any questions?
What questions have you written?
No, I asked you, have you written?
You're asking me questions about questions.
Have you written?
You go back in time for doing stuff like that.
Right. Leonard Nimoy once said, if you haven't written a question, you won't write either.
Either what?
Right. You won't.
Right. You just said right.
No, left.
Right in the question, left. Now you've left me out of the conversation completely.
See, the point is we're sitting on Land Rovers.
We're all sitting on Land Rovers.
We're waiting to take a video.
Hey guys, welcome to TeamTREC.com. I'm glad you stopped by. This is Brandon Jelson. This is Refrigerator Jelson.
Refrigerator Jelson. And go.